Yep.
So TweetDeck.
TweetDeck, let's get that tweeted. Well,
Gadget
let's take a look. Boom!
This is the logo right on here. It's like I like it. It's yellow. It's like a little Twitter bubble that's coming up on there, and it's got a little bird on there. Very Twitter centric. So, launch it open here. TweetDeck is they've really thought out a lot of the UI from end to end, as far as integrating it with each other. Like, it's not an Android based UI. They're not using all native widgets. They're really kind of creating their own. So, from what I have on here, I've integrated my Facebook account, and they kind of colored those entries as blue, and then the other ones, the standard Android ones. Yeah, standard Android. The standard Twitter entries on here are just like a darker color. And I'll flip through here a little bit so you can see some of my tweets. I had when I reviewed Twidroid, was it last week or no, the week before, I guess. Sometime I had one of my friends actually send me a tweet. It's a guy I follow out of the Detroit area. One of his friends sent him a tweet saying, "Why are you so famous? Like, you're on the Android app show." And he's like, and so somebody he knew watched the show and tweeted him, "Hey, did you know your thing was on here?" So that's pretty crazy. But they have TweetDeck has a nice little bar here along the right side.
Yeah, what was that? I saw that kind of.
So it has yellow from the top going down, and that shows you how much of your timeline is unread.
Oh, that's cool.
And if I scroll back, coming off of the yellow bar over here, let me flick it up a couple times.
Flick that thing. Oh.
It's gray.
That's weird.
So from down, what they're pretty much assuming is where that point ends is where you are. The stuff below it is what you've already would have seen.
Oh.
The stuff above it that's gray is what you have seen but is above you, and then yellow. So you can quickly scroll up and find where that place was that you left off, and then start reading from there more slowly.
Interesting. If you tap the top, does it go all the way up to the top? That weird kind of. Okay.
Yep. Pretty nice.
Oh, you just lost all those new ones.
Yeah. That's fine, though. I do that occasionally and wipe them all out.
Whoa, what was that? What did you just do there?
You swipe sideways on TweetDeck here to go between different timelines, I guess. So this one, the home screen automatically sets up depending on what accounts you put in for Facebook or for Twitter and Foursquare and all that other good stuff.
Right.
But then you also have this one that says me, and this is whenever anybody mentions you on Facebook, on Twitter, on any account that you put in, that it'll cover. Like those notifications go in here. And really, I like this even more than I do the Facebook app, because this will tell you if you've commented on somebody else's, what do you call it, like a status update on Facebook. Yeah. If you comment on it and somebody else comments back, you'll get an update on your Me timeline in here. And the Facebook app for Android doesn't notify you of Jack. So it's very nice. And again, with the different colors on here, so it kind of color codes your social networks.
Can you change the colors?
You might be able to. I don't know if you go into accounts or whatever. I'm bringing up accounts here. Yeah, well, I guess I can bring this up too. If you're on your main screen and you hit menu and then click on accounts, you'll come into where, like, if you've already set up everything, but you want to add another account, this is where you would go.
Oh, there's Buzz support too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thanks for bringing that up. But one other thing,
like, whoever does.
Yeah, like as big of a Google fanboy as I am, and I'm not even signed in with any. I'm like, screw Buzz. I'm not playing that game. But like on Facebook here, I can click my name and I'll stop receiving updates.
Oh, that's cool. For
Facebook. So it is pretty nice. But yeah, I don't think it has anything on there. I can hit this on, this. I'll be more specific. Along the bottom, you have 4 different icons. The first one is to create a status update, and it looks kind of like a bubble. And this has all the standard things you've come to know and love for creating status updates, including adding pictures, locations, contacts out of your like a favorite thing that you can build. It has a grid where you can build favorite, like just add them on here if you have people you frequently contact. And you can add them right out of your address book, and it pulls your contact list from Twitter and everything. So it's pretty intuitive.
Does it do any link shrinking?
Yes. I think it's bit.ly by default.
Nice.
So, so one of the other things too, when you hit menu, you'll come up to, well, I guess I'll continue along the bottom here. So the second one brings up the favorites that I was talking about, and you hit any of the empty ones and you can populate it with your favorite people. The plus sign will let you create a new column so that you could, if you have multiple accounts or whatever and you want just the home feed from one of the other accounts, boom, you can add that. Or you can put in keywords and it will track keywords on Twitter.
Super cool.
So like if, say, you wanted to track whenever anybody said Android.
Oh.
So, and the last one is a map interface where it pulls up, like if anything's been geotagged or whatever in your timeline, it pulls up that information.
Oh, snap. There's a map.
So, yeah, like I feel like we should be playing the I'm the Map song from, what is that, Dora, or is it Diego?
I don't know.
I should know.
I shouldn't know because that would be creepy.
One of the other cool things I like about this is in the menu, when you're looking at your regular feeds or whatever here, just hit menu and you have the text size option. And if you've just installed it, you might have noticed that mine looks kind of weird. I have it set on 22, which is 14 pixel text size. But it comes larger. And I'm trying to grab it here to drag it. And then you don't have to hit this button. You just hit back. And it makes everything bigger than what it was. But you can resize on the fly. That's kind of cool. There's not very many other Twitter apps that I know that let you do that.
Right. So
depending on your comfort level, that can really help you out as far as getting through and reading these very small, works out to be pretty small pieces of text on the screen.
Yeah, and if you have like a bigger phone or like a whatever, like a tablet, you can make that nice and small or as big as you want. And it's really useful for Android stuff because there's so many different sizes.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of little things, I guess, I'd like to bring up that they've put in here. I don't know if you can really see it, but along the top right here, the part that Dave brought up that if you click on takes you to the top of the home screen, it says home, and that's kind of your hint that that is a link. But as you're scrolling, it changes to what the time was when that post at the very top was posted. So, and you can always kind of compare that to what time it is right now. It's a small thing, but I when I first looked at it, I'm like, why don't they don't have as much information on each one of these tweets as what I'm used to seeing, including the time that it was posted. And then I noticed that time was changing up there as I was scrolling through.
Nice. So it's like a timeline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and you have little indicators up here that help show you what screen. They're very tiny dots, so they might not be showing up on the video. But if you have something new, like one of my other ones is the me mention. I don't even know if you can really see it there.
Yeah.
One of my other ones is the mentions and stuff like that include the Facebook updates.
Yeah.
And if you have anything new, like new direct messages or new @replies, those will change to yellow to let you know that there's something new on that specific screen. And it's the same thing for your home screen. So like if for some reason you were in the mentions and when you were last on the app and you open it up, you're more than likely going to see that the home screen indicator, which is now over here on the left, because it's the screen over to the left, would be yellow. And so you could swipe over there and scroll through to find out what the heck was going on. So it's a very cool app. Again, it's called TweetDeck. And if you haven't heard of it, if you haven't tried it, give it a spin. It's in the market. One word, TweetDeck.
TweetDeck.
And it's free.